Are we allowed to take our own lives should people not turn my mic on? Is it the wrong? Can we start again? We can. Fuck that right up. Kick your own. Okay, so today we'll be meeting James, a self-confessed no-hoper who feels that he has nothing left to live for. Also, there will be two expert psychologists in the field to help us find a solution for his problem. So first of all, let's welcome a man who lives quite literally on the edge. Let's welcome James. How are you doing, James? Welcome to the show. Would you mind telling us a little bit about why you're here today?
Well, you see, last week, Lionel, I had a good week last week. You know, it was a perfect life, nice wife, a woman, nice house, mortgage, good car, everything that works.
Okay, so it sounds like it was all going good, but just a week ago. Tell us what's so different now.
Well, you see, last week, you see, I was on my way to work last week and I forgot my car keys, so I ran to the bus and I missed the bus, and I ended up tragically late for work, and I missed a few important phone calls.
So you had a bad morning then? I mean, everybody does occasionally, even me. I mean, I don't just decide to throw in the towel, so there's got to be more to it than that, James.
Oh yeah, there is more to it than that. I work in a stock exchange, you see, and let's just say I ended up costing my company millions of pounds in loss.
Well, that sounds terrible. What were the consequences of that?
Well, I lost my job for a start. It's the first one I've had since my degree. I lost my house, I lost my car. I mean, I loved the car.
Well, what type of car was it, James?
It was an Audi TT convertible metallic green.
Audi TT, a little bit midlife crisis. Incidentally, I drive a Porsche Roadster and it drives the women crazy. Speaking of women, James, how was your girlfriend at your time of need? Has she been supportive?
Oh, no, she hasn't, Lionel. She told me that the pain of living with me was only way she could live around that was through the money and the jewellery and the clothes and everything I was buying her. That's the only way she could live with me.
Well, that's a little bit harsh, I do feel. That must have cut right into you. Carry on.
Yeah, it did cut into me. That wasn't all, you see, because she was messing around my account, spending more than I realised. She was quite friendly and cosy with my accountant, and well, let's just say they ended up having an affair or two, and he's an ugly git. You know?
Well, perhaps he's got a big wallet, you never know. So did she leave you with anything then?
Nothing at all. She even took the dog. I loved that dog.
Oh, that sounds quite harrowing, really. So, I mean, ultimately now, how are you feeling after all of this?
Well, I feel that my life's reached its end. I've got nothing else to live for. I've hit rock bottom.
Rock bottom indeed, James. Well, you've heard the story. He feels like he has nothing left to live for. He does have no money, no car, no woman, no job. Come to think of it, when you look at it like that, maybe he should just kill himself. What do you at home think? You can actually give us a call with your views on 08705 900 900. Alternatively, you can email us on www.kinglionel.co.uk/suicide. Look forward to your emails. What we're going to do now is introduce our next two guests, and they are both expert psychologists. Welcome Dr. Oliver Shetland and Miss Henrietta Smith-Richardson. Good morning, you two, and welcome to the show. First of all, Dr. Shetland, if you'd just like to tell the people at home a little bit about yourself.
Hi, yes, I'm Dr. Oliver Shetland. I'm a psychodynamic therapist. I'm here to analyse James's problem.
And also my second guest is Dr. Henrietta Smith-Richardson. Can you tell us a little bit about your fine self, please?
Yes, I'm Dr. Henrietta Smith-Richardson. I'm a therapist in the cognitive field and I studied for 5 years at Cambridge and I got a first.
Very impressive indeed. So we've brought these therapists on today. They're going to hear about James's story. What we're going to try and do is see if we can find a solution to his problem. So first of all, if I start with you, Dr. Shetland,
Yes.
you've heard the story. What do you think we can do to help James today?
Well, being a psychodynamic therapist, Lionel, I believe that James's problems stem from his childhood. So, James, did anything bad happen to you as a child?
No, as far as I'm aware, I had a good childhood. I can't
Yes,
remember.
yes, but subconsciously, on a lower level, did anything bad happen?
Not that I'm aware of. No, it was all good.
Yes, you can. You can think of something, can't you? You're just repressing it.
Well,
Think!
one time I was sent to my room by my parents.
Your parents, they beat you.
No, they sent me to my room.
Disciplinarians, eh?
No, they gave me a good balance to the rules.
Oh,
you know?
well, I see. So, this scarred you mentally deep down. Made you
No,
feel like your parents didn't love you.
no, they gave me a good balance to the rules, and they sorted me out. Nothing else.
Got something to say?
Yes, actually, I think your attempts at diagnosing this boy are rubbish, misguided at best.
No, they're not. You see, his problems are stemming from his childhood,
It just
and
doesn't relate to
subconsciously,
anything that he's
it's
saying.
affecting his whole life. Don't you think, Lionel?
Well, to be honest, we've heard from James. He said he's had a good childhood,
Yeah.
and I, for one, believe that is to be the case. I think the problem is that he's had a bad week, and it's now all starting to get on top of him, and I think that is actually the core of the problem.
Exactly. You know,
Yes.
it's nothing to do with my childhood. I've had a good life up till now, and it's gone downhill.
Yes, exactly. We're not here to scratch the surface, we're here to dig deep. Find out his problem and solve it. I mean, your ideas, your views, it's his own fault he's depressed. You know, it comes down to what he's thinking today, what's happened in this last week. It's his way of
Ridiculous.
thinking we have to get rid of, not his childhood, whatever happened how many years ago. I mean, if I can just ask you something, James, your lack of wanting to live comes down to you as a person here and now, yes? Yeah, okay, so since you've been on the show, all you've done is moan, yeah? I've got no money, nobody loves me, bitch took my car. I mean, it's really pathetic. If you see yourself like this, then other people are going to see you like this. They're going to see you as a loser, James. I mean, you're in control of your own life. You had a good education, you had a good, respectable working background.
Except, of course, sorry to interrupt, except, of course, for that big mistake, and it was a big mistake that cost your company millions. Do you remember that?
I mean, your problems, there's something that can be easily rectified with a little hard work, yes? I mean, you need to realise there are people who are far worse off than you are.
And that's a very good point, actually, Henrietta. Let's not forget that however bad your life is, James, there is always someone else who's a lot more worse off than you are. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to take a short break, and we'll be back in a moment with some of your emails, so don't go away. Hi there, and welcome back to the show. I'd just like to apologise for the lack of sound at the start of the show. Be rest assured that somebody will be losing their job over that incident. Thank you. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to look at some emails that have been sent in from the general public. First of all, we have an email from Elaine in Plymouth, and it simply reads, "Hey James, I'd just like to say that we've all felt how you're feeling sometimes. Everybody has problems, but be strong, try and pull through because there is light at the end of the tunnel." Very nice, a nice supportive one. And in contrast, here's one from, I do believe it's John in Newcastle, and he says, I think that James should shut up and put up with his current situation. At least he's tasted success in his life. There are a million people worse off than him, people like me, he says. He says that he lost his wife and his family in a bizarre fishing-related incident. And you don't see me on a trashy talk show trying to kill myself. Trashy? This, he says, was left to the dignity of his own bathroom and a bottle of pills. I think he's a bit mental, personally, so I think we'll leave that one there for now. Enough emails. Who filters these things anyway? What I'm going to do is ask Dr. Shetland what he feels about those two contrasting emails and whether or not they're relevant. Should we be tougher on James, or should we offer him support?
Well, Lionel, I think James's psyche at the moment represents that of a small child who's witnessed trauma in his life.
I think we've already gone through this, Oliver. I think James and everyone else knows that this is a problem recently of his own making.
And I, for one, actually agree with the lovely Henrietta Smith Richardson.
You're a disgrace to your trade, Oliver. Your psychodynamic way of thinking is totally unrelated to this case. I think you should just shut up and stop embarrassing yourself and your field even further.
Well, excuse me for trying to help this poor soul who's clearly in need of help.
Yes, and how have you helped him?
Yeah, well, you're not helping him, are you? And we know why you're on the show. You're on the show to further your career. And full of money, of course. And get your leg over with Lionel Chambers over there, I think. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
Well, let's be honest, which sane female wouldn't? Dr. Shetland, let me just remind you that this is an adult discussion that we're having here, so there's no point in bickering amongst ourselves. There is somebody who really does need our help. We're trying to find a solution for James. And as you may have noticed, James hasn't actually rejoined us from the break. The reason for this, as I'm told, that's right, that James is currently on the roof of the building, and with one of our researchers, Sharon, what we're going to do, we've got a live feed, we're going to go there right now. Sharon, can you hear me?
Yeah, Lionel, I can hear you.
Okay, Sharon, can you tell us what's going on up there? Is James okay?
I'm here with James now. He's standing at the edge of the building. He's not in a very good way. And he says if I come any closer, he's going to just say, I think I'm going to stay put.
Okay, Sharon, thanks. James, can you hear me?
People have no friends.
Well, we seem to have a technical problem there. What I'm going to do before someone else loses their job, I'm just going to talk to the panel while they can sort that out for us. Okay. So, we're stuck in what seems to be a desperate situation. James is still on top of a building.
Yes.
Any advice that you can offer at this time?
Well, I think...
Doubt that very
Wow. Shut up, you.
Okay, one at a time, please.
Yeah, well, I think that James should remain calm, think about his family, and think about what's going to happen at the funeral. They won't be able to have an open coffin because of all the mess.
Well, that's it.
I think I may agree with this so-called psychologist. I mean, if you're determined to go through with it, James, then you need to think of your family, the people it's going to affect. I mean, it doesn't have to be so messy.
Okay, sorry to cut you off there, but I think we can now go back up to the roof. And have we got a live feed now? Hello? James?
People have no friends, no girlfriend, and after this show I'm not going to have any more either.
Come on, James, that's not true. I mean, people like this whole depressed thing, not that I know, of course, but you'll be a cult hero. Everybody will want a slice of you.
Yes, I agree, Lionel. I think you'll be a cult hero, you'll be bigger than Big Brother, you'll be bigger than Fame Academy, the whole lot. It's my opinion.
I'm just going to...
Oh my God.
Is that live?
Has he just jumped off?
The count, yeah, it's rolling. Well, I think that's just about all we got time for today.
Well,
But
it's not
Lionel,
good, is it?
what's happened to him?
No, that didn't. No. Anyway, like I said, that's all we got time for today. Unless you've got anything else to add.
Yes, I think our condolences should go out to the family.
Yeah, we haven't got time. I got someone who's telling me.
Oh my
So,
God.
as I was saying, that's all we've got time for today. I'd like to thank our two remaining guests, Dr. Oliver Shetland and Henrietta Smith Richardson, who I will be seeing later on. Just to let you know that we have been talking about a serious subject today, but that doesn't mean it can't be fun. You know, tune in tomorrow where we'll have a true story about a woman who gave birth to a fish. Don't want to miss that one, I'm telling you now. I've been Lionel, you've been fantastic. See you later.
Hello and welcome to Watching Crime UK. I'm Mike Lyons.
And I'm Bunny Delight.
Tonight we are appealing to you, the public, for any information that could help us with our inquiries and in turn help us to see that justice is served.
If you do have any information on any of the crimes seen tonight, then please give us a call on our free phone number 0800 123 123. Remind you of that throughout the show, and it can also be found on the Watching Crime UK website.
Remember, all information is kept confidential with the option of a Watching Crime UK reward. And remember, your information could possibly lead to a conviction.
And that's what we want.
Thank you. And now for our first crime of the evening. This crime is carried out by trained professionals, making our investigation very difficult to solve. In a few seconds, we're going to run through some images that we feel are important to this investigation, and they will hopefully make you, the public, remember vital information that is needed to bring these criminals to justice.
We're having
Sorry,
a few
we're having
minor
some
technical difficulties at the moment. Should have our images very soon. We're going to show you images of the vans that are similar to the ones used. They're Renault Extra vans in dark blue or another similar dark colour with registration plates J or K118. And these images are the images of the officers that have been hit by the MLA crew. And this is the destruction that the MLA crew caused.
This gang of organised office furniture burglars is believed to have started their operation in late 2003 and have since attacked office after office after office. It is estimated that the MLA crew, as they call themselves, have racked up an estimated total of over £500,000, which means they're not that far away from being millionaires. And remember, millionaires on your tax money.
At the present moment, we've followed all our leads in this case, and from the findings of our highly trained forensic team, and still have found no solid evidence.
We know that this gang call themselves the MLA crew and that there are 4 of them. We also believe that they all get a job at the office before stealing everything inside. Now we're going to talk to our special guest to hear his part of the MLA crew puzzle. Hello there, and welcome.
Thank you, nice to be here.
Firstly, who are you?
My name's Marcus Dingleby. I'm the office manager of Office Gear. We supply businesses with whatever they need, from paper to paper clips.
Sounds impressive. So what exactly happened then, Marcus?
Business was booming. I decided to hire some young temps to ease the workload, but they
Go on.
seem good workers. They wore smart trainers, turned up for work on time, always keen talking to the customers on the telephone. They appreciated my humour.
Well, they sound ideal, so what happened?
They cleared out the entire office.
What do you mean?
Well, I started with the little things, like paper and chairs.
So when did you actually know what was going on?
Too late, really. One day I was looking for my stapler, I realised the whole office had been stripped clear of everything, including my stapler.
Well, thank you very much for your time anyway. Right. Take it. Over there's the door. Right. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulty at the moment. If you do know or have any information about these 4 temps, give us a ring. They are described as young, wear smart trainers, and one is thought to have an eye patch looking something like this.
So remember, if you do recognise anyone involved in this crime or from any other case, please ring our free phone number and help us.
Now, from organised burglary to a cold-blooded crime of murder. The next crime took place on the 1st of March 2004, and on this night, Freddie Perrins lost his life in what seems to be the strangest murder case I have ever seen. We are about to watch actual footage of the murder that has been just cut to show minor details that could help us with our investigation. We will also talk to Jeremy, one of Freddie's closest friends, to see if we can find who killed him, and Owen, an innocent passerby who witnessed this horrific crime.
Okay, the footage is going to show Freddie entering the park and meeting with another individual who is his killer, who cannot be traced entering the park from any footage that we've got. And as you can see, Freddie's about to be struck with a rather large stick straight to the head.
And it's this blow left Freddie unconscious, and he was lying down, unconscious, left to die, until these brave passers-by came to his rescue.
Okay, shortly we're going to have an interview with Jeremy, Freddie's best friend, and Owen, the passerby, that brave passerby who helped him out. And here we can see the murder occurring from another angle.
It's a horrible, horrible crime. Horrible crime. So there's the killer, running away, running away.
Guy, I can't believe he's gone. We've been together for ages, went to primary school, secondary school, uni. He played in the local football team, at the old pub, played darts together, pretty good at that. Can't believe he's gone. I don't know why someone would kill him, he's loved by everyone, but yeah, must have been wrong place at the wrong time. Missing.
Yeah, I was running with my mate Dave, and we ran past this guy walking the other way, and about 10 seconds later we heard a massive scream. So we both looked back, and that guy was getting battered by some really big guy who was like wearing a black top, light blue jeans. So we ran back, but by then he was running away. We got to the guy, and he was basically lying unconscious. So my mate called the police and ambulance, and basically we were waiting then, and we were pretty sure he was dead.
Now we can see that Freddie was a normal teenage boy. He played football and socialised with his friends. He had good grades at school and college, and a number of successful part-time office temping jobs. Freddie had his life stolen from him on the 1st of March, and only you can help us solve this case. Call us now so we can catch this killer and see that justice is upheld.
Okay, now we're going to go to some emails.
Oh, sorry, Mum, I gotta go. Yeah, I'll leave you.
So what emails have we had?
Yeah, we've had some quite interesting emails. We've also had one from the MLA crew.
Oh, very interesting. We've had one from the Slim Fast camp. We may know who Freddie's killer is, but it's going to cost you 5 Big Macs, 6 supersized fries, and a couple of large Cokes. Big up the MLA crew. Well, obviously, big MLA fans there. We've got one from Betty in Scarborough. Betty seems to think that she may have been part of the office furniture burglary in the 1960s after she got involved with the wrong crowd and took some acid. And that just shows us the danger of drugs there, Betty. Our local intelligence have also said that the youth fitting the descriptions of the MLA crew are said to have signed a record deal with a local music company in Plymouth. They said to operate under the aliases Juggy D, Crazy G, Milky P and Dave. The single, We Got All Your Stuff, is set to be released in this summer, so I hope that's going to be a big hit for them. We've even had one from the MLA themselves, from Juggy D. This show is crap. You're all a bunch of worthless losers. You'll never find us. We are like the shadows hiding in the ghetto of Swilly. 10 Pearson Way, baby. MLA forever. You better recognise. And I'm sure, Juggy D, we will recognise.
Well, thank you very much, Bunny. Sounds like we've had some interesting emails there. So now we're going to go to the phones and see what's come in for our phone calls. We have 3 phone calls. First of all, from Sally Newman from Muttley. She says that she might know who Freddie's killer is, but doesn't want to get her brother into trouble. Well, guess what, Sally? We'll be coming round to see your brother very soon. The next one, Alan from Lipson. I went to school with the MLA crew, and also can I have the number of the female presenter? Well, firstly, we'll be round shortly to see you, and secondly, don't you dare ask for that number. She's mine. I'll be round to get you later. Third, Sharon Swill from North Prospect. Juggy D, will you marry me? Sounds like a bit of an encrypted message there, but should help us all the way.
Okay, our last crime of the evening is another cold-blooded one involving an innocent child. Mr. Swill's son has been snatched, and we need your help.
We are now going to have a live web broadcast with Mr. Swill to find out further details on this sad, sad event. So when did you last see your son, Mr. Swill?
I don't fucking know, do I? I went down the post office to collect me benefits so I could buy me lager. I came home and the little shit weren't there, innit?
Well, can you give us a description of what he was wearing when you last saw him?
Well, he was wearing his Burberry baseball cap, his Burberry jacket and his Burberry trousers tucked into his Burberry socks. He was also wearing his Burberry shoes which he got from Matalan, innit?
So, what have you actually done to look for your child?
Well, I sent my daughter, Mercedes Chardonnay, down the park to have a look for him, but she found nothing. She just ended up shagging some lads, innit?
And are there any other places that you think he might be hiding?
Usually I send him down the office so he could buy me lager, but sometimes he'll go down the train track and throw stones at the fucking noisy trains, innit?
And if he has run away, would you know why?
Of course I don't fucking know why. I treat him like every other parent, kept him under the stairs and all, innit?
Okay then, have you got a message for your son if he's watching?
As a matter of fact, I do actually. Listen, you little shit, you get your arse home right now so I can claim child support to buy me lager, innit?
Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Swill, at this difficult moment. We hope you find your son shortly. Goodbye.
Now, if you know anything about any of the crimes you've seen tonight, remember to ring us on that free phone number 0800 123 123, which can be found on the Watching Crime UK website. Help us recover Marcus's office furniture, solve Freddie's murder, or find poor old Mr. Swill's son. I'm Bunny Delight.
And I'm Ike Lyons. Watching Crime UK. Right, are we off? First of all, sorry, Owen. Bob.
Good evening, welcome to today's show. Can you believe it? White Noise is only 4 days away. How cool is that? To get you all in the mood this week, we've got a very special lineup for you. All our guests will be playing some role in this week's White Noise Festival. Later on, we have the organiser of White Noise, Andy Russell, plus we'll be catching up with the scribes. First, on the sofa, we have Ben and Al. Alright guys.
Yeah,
you alright? How's it going?
Pretty good.
Good. Okay, and you're Ben and Al, and those are your real names, I take it.
Yeah, not joke names, not false names, not trick names.
Real. That's good. I mean, no one likes a imposter, you know.
No. It would be terrible.
It would be terrible.
Someone just waltzed in using our names. It's very embarrassing.
Okay, so you're quite new on the scene, I take it. How long have you been around?
New. We've been there a few months.
Yeah, jamming and that.
Jamming, recording, and trying to get some type of promotional CD out there. And you know, the White Noise is the precursor to that with a bit of luck.
Oh yeah,
get out there and play some good stuff.
You playing any gigs at all? Like many at all? Or just?
Well,
we've got a couple in Cuba.
We play in Cuba. We play hopefully playing down in the Jazz Cafe in Plymouth, and bits and bobs like that. Really, maybe down at Phoenix.
Yep. Probably Phoenix down there as well.
Hopefully that's looking quite promising at the moment. So you know, quite local stuff, but if you're moving further afield.
Okay, and you're playing this weekend's White Noise Festival.
Indeed.
It's a big achievement for you.
Yeah, it's pretty massive, especially with that. With just the CD, it's just the biggest gig we could possibly hope to get, really, off the backs of that.
So, I mean, like, there are some big bands playing there this weekend. So
yeah, it's quite a privilege.
It must be, yeah. I don't blame you. Okay, well, I'm going to let you go because you're going to play a song for us.
Yeah, it's called Fade. It's one that we wrote
cool. Okay.
a little while ago. So,
all right, well done. Thanks for coming on the show. Good luck this weekend and in the future as well.
Cheers.
Thank you very much. Ben and Al.
Cheers.
Cheers. Right, now for today's competition. We have 2 backstage passes for this weekend's White Noise Festival. And all you have to do is answer the following question. What is the name of Ben and Al's new single? If you think you know the answer, call 0800 600 600. Leave your name, address, telephone number, and of course your answer. Now to play us out into the break, Ben and Al. Take it away, guys.
Say all the things I want to, 'cause if you leave I may never say them, and if I don't I just might set alight all my hair out of pure frustration. If I'm fading, would you brighten up my life? If I'm burning,
Guys.
Welcome back. That was Ben and Al earlier. For now, we've still got time for you to enter our competition. 2 backstage passes for this weekend's White Noise Festival. Question is, what is Ben and Al's new single called? If you know the answer, Call 0800 600 600. Leave your name, address, phone number, and of course your answer. Later on, we'll be talking to Andy Russell, organiser of White Noise. But first, go over to see Stu, see how he got on when he spoke to the scribes earlier.
Where do you see yourself in 2 years' time?
Yeah, now the way because it's still, you've got to keep your feet on the ground, because it's still English hip hop.
Yeah.
So even if we do make it beyond our wildest dreams, there'll still probably be having part-time jobs and shit.
Yeah.
So it's never going to be some superstar.
Yeah, hopefully we should be touring nationally.
Oh yeah, hopefully. But yeah, we've got a few time just and shit.
Of course, that's
yeah, it's best in production.
It's gonna
get emotional. Yeah, hopefully. So hopefully it'll go somewhere. But still
Okay, well, hope so hard. Scribe, thanks a lot for coming down. It's been a pleasure. Cheers. I'll see you, Ryan.
Cool. Thank you, Stu. That was brilliant. Now, a very special guest here in the studio. We have Andy Russell, organiser of White Noise.
Hi, mate.
Put it there, man. How's it going?
One.
Good. Okay, you've had a busy week this week.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's the 17th year for White Noise, catching up with Glastonbury. What they've been running for about 20, 25 years.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be out there with Glastonbury.
With the big boys.
Yeah, that's right.
In fact, well, you are actually a big boy yourself. I mean, come on.
Thanks, mate. Thanks.
That's cool. That's cool. All right, so it's a big, and I've been going for a while. I've been going since '98, so it's a very good festival, I must say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when we started off, it wasn't that successful. It was quite hard to get some big names playing, but now the 17th year, you've got people like the Scribes. Last year, they're a big crowd pleaser, so yeah, there will be some really big names this year.
Cool. Okay. Well, that's all good. I mean, it must be hard to get all the bands to be, all the good bands anyway, to be in the same place at the same time.
I mean, it's down to luck and reputation. And they've obviously got to have the time spare to do it. But then, playing at Glastonbury, you're going to make the time to go there. So White Noise, they make the time to play, which is a good thing. It's good, just to know that big bands want to play at my festival.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, thanks for coming on the show. It's been great to have you on. Hope it all goes well this weekend.
Nice
have no trouble. And hope it goes well in future years.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Hope to see you there.
I will indeed. Thank you. Andy Russell.
Cheers.
Right. Now for the winner of today's competition. We asked you earlier, what is the name of Ben and Al's new single? And it was, of course, called Speak. And the winner is called Laura Matthews. She's in Nottingham. Her and a mate are going to White Noise this weekend. Hope you have a good time. Now to play us out, we have Ben and Al again. Take it away, guys.
Less rules to all the thinking. Find yourself in a state of pure attraction. Post-drive, it's just a fraction of a piece of a puzzle of a lesser world. Just how has she done it in a state of disillusion? You see things you shouldn't, you know that you couldn't forget or regret. Illusion, diffusion, be more than friends without losing the feeling. I'm feeling from a shot to the system. I missed it, I should've kissed it. Right about now I understand, shouldn't have listened. Why do you do this to me?
Cheers, guys. That was good. Cheers. All right, now we're going to have the second half of the interview with Stu and the scribes. So, take it away, Stu.
Yeah, cheers, Brian. I'm here with Scribes. Scribes, welcome. You're going to be performing here on Saturday night. Yeah. So, tell us a bit about your group, each of your roles in the group.
We're Scribes from Bristol. I'm DJ from Cornwall, DJ from Plymouth. I'm a lecturer at rap and production.
I do the production and the scratching.
I'm Lucas, I rap and helping the production with Bill.
I'm Jacob Seal, DJ and production.
Yeah.
The live gigs.
Cool. So how did you all meet then?
Me and Lucas have been best friends until like 5 and shit.
Yeah.
And started rapping when we were about 12, just restarted doing this sample clubs and shit. And then like, it's like about a year ago we get signed together. So the album got together as well. It's all going quite well.
It's meant to go to studio. You're working down here down the course.
Yeah, so we mainly do stuff like down here. But hopefully our final will come out like a second. And at the end of the year we're doing a lot of gigs elsewhere. We're doing like Oxford, Soho, sort of out there.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a new album.
Yeah.
The first album. And we're going to try something which is a combination of freestyles and trying to produce video and it's got a lot of tracks on there, but freestyles and then we're doing a combination we do it on Saturday.
Yeah.
So then you have to sit with that.
Hip hop, this up, tip top, till we hit the hip top, this up, hip hop, hip hop, this up, the mainstream, they speak to be the style, the deeper style, we sound proud, but loud, proud, spreading all unique sound, every day, I eyes up with a two-inch show. My brain's been mainstream, but they serve a jungle, influence, humble, we're bright, but we're tall, we rumble, for an exercise, we're losing for one song. So we can fuck with, just try and keep it real. They'll match a bill, mass murder, industry kill. Rap with skill, we will still say whatever the fuck we feel. Come with still, lump with bill, one of the bill, not one of the bill. One of the bill, not one of the bill. Like that. Jacob Steve! Electro on the piano.
Of course, upcoming festival. Yeah, you're all excited?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It should be good.
And of course the website.
Yeah, so we've got Doug McDonald doing the website.
What is your website?
www.scribes.tk, which stands for Pockley, which is like obscure little country. It basically gave away its web space. If anyone from Pockley is watching, man, thanks for that shit. That was we got like videos and we got a couple of tracks on it to download. And it's got all the like news about when we're doing gigs and stuff. So
there's some freestyles that just been posted on there as well.
Yeah.
From Bar 38, which is every Monday.
So we're going to be viewing your performance Saturday night in here. What's going to go on there?
We've got like breakdancers doing a competition, random breakers, ghostwriters doing 3 tracks of our new EP, and then us in usual like set, do some freestyles. Hopefully got a new track to do, which we're doing a video for on Saturday.
Never ease, I got myself, so around to the people, I'm like myself, I'm well, I'm fine.
Alright, that was Stu there with the Scribes. Now, we got Ben and Al to play us another song. Take it away, guys.
your knees. I kissed your mouth and back. That's all I need. Don't build your world around volcanoes, melt me down. What I am to you is not real. And what I am to you, you do not need. What I am to you is not what you mean to me. So give me miles and miles of mountains, and I'll ask for the sea. Yourself like that in front of me. Well, I kissed your mouth, your back. Is that all you need? Don't drag my love around. Volcanoes melt down. What I am to you is not real. What I am to you, you do not need. What I am to you is not what you mean to me. So give me miles and miles of mountains, and I'll ask for what I give to you. Well, it's just what I'm going through. This is nothing new. No, no, just another phase of finding what I really need. Is what makes me bleed like a new disease. No, no, 'cause you're still too young. What I am to you is not real. What I am to you, you do not need. What I am to you is not what you mean to me. So give me miles and miles of mountains, and I'll ask for the sea.
Brilliant, guys. Cheers. Cool. All right, that wraps up the end of the show. Hope you all have a good time at White Noise this weekend. If you're not going, too bad. Not my problem. Cheers. Good night. Hey, cheers, Lee.